We're going to be discussing how to determine what your hourly charge as a painting contractor should be. So, to start off, we're going to figure out our average labor rate. And the way this is calculated is you're going to want to add up the dollars that you're going to be paying per hour for each individual on your team. So, if you're paying, for example, one person at 30, one person at 25, and one person at 35, you're going to add those all together. And you can do that with me here, but we'll say 25 plus 30 plus 35. And it's very important that you calculate these dollars per hour after all of the taxes you might have to pay, or anything like that on top of these wages, not just what the person gets, but what you actually pay on that. So make sure to add that all in for your local area. But with this example, we have 25 plus 30 plus 35 is 90. And then we're going to simply divide that by 3 because we have 3 people on our team. So therefore, our average labor cost will be 90 divided by 3, which is 30. So very basic example, but it highlights that all you need to do is add up all your costs per hour and then divide it by the number of people that you have on your team. So that will be a good starting point to figure out what you want to charge, because all of a sudden now you can look at it two ways. One is you have your costs. So now that you know your costs, you can figure out what margin you would like to make on a particular job. So if you're targeting, for example, a 50% gross profit on your labor, you're going to just want to charge at least $60 an hour. And keep in mind, this is not for a time and material job. This is for quotes that we're going to be building using rates. So it's still possible that you could either underperform or overperform on those budgets. Thereby, your actual produce rate will be different from your charge rate. But in terms of what we have here, we have $60 an hour, which is going to leave us with a 50% margin on our labor. When we're going to be putting in paint products, which we can do here from the settings page as well, we're going to want to pretty much do the same thing. So for example, we have Sherwin-Williams Super Paint. And what do we want to do there? We want to charge essentially double if we're targeting that 50% margin. So depending on what your price is for Super Paint, after all of your eco fees and what have you, you're going to want to double that again, and that will be your price to the client for that. So once you've calculated your price in the settings here, this will populate onto every single quote, and that will be what you charge. I would recommend trying to target a 50% gross profit as a painting contractor. It's a healthy enough margin to scale and grow. But if you're not able to get there just yet, maybe consider working your way up to that. There are painting contractors that make anywhere between 40% gross profit and 60% gross profit when they're not on the tools. And if you're on the tools, you can expect to make more depending on how much you work on that particular job. But somewhere around 70 or 80% wouldn't be out of the question. And if it's all of you, maybe you can make 90% because your materials cost is coming in around 10%. Anyways, hope that answers some of your questions. Feel free to get in touch if you'd like a free demo and consultation. Bye for now.